Yo, yo, yo! It's your boy, Gaming Odyssey, back again with another episode of, you guessed it, another game here on Steam. So, let me put it like this for you guys, man. The internet has gone mad. In fact, the internet is going bananas because of this little game called Palworld, and you guys already know what it is. I believe you guys haven't even missed it because it's been everywhere. But I just wanted to give my own 2 cents on the matter. Since everybody's talking about it, I might as well talk about it. So, with that said, let's get right into it, man. The first thing you want to notice about this thing is just it looks like Pokemon, man. It definitely looks like Pokemon, and for me personally, in as much as it looks like Pokemon, it's something nice to actually look at besides Pokemon. You got guns, you've got weapons, you got bow, so on and so forth. And the good thing about it is that you're no longer just on the wayside like Pokemon is. You know, basically this time around you're part of the fight. These guys are almost like GFs from Final Fantasy, whereby you're also pushing them to be part of the fight. Secondly, these Pokemon looking things, I'll call them GFs actually. Are basically fighting alongside you. They have their own abilities, and even one is even carrying a gun. Ridiculous. Anyway. It looks like it's not going to be only single player. It's going to be multiplayer also. There are also going to be other players, and probably maybe other players trying to kidnap other people's own pals. That may not be far-fetched, but the good thing about it is this: the game is coming on the 24th of January. I think they're going to release it early access, I guess, and then you go from there. But I think it's going to be a nice game. It's going to be a shooter. It's going to be a mixture of also Pokemon. I mean, this part right now that you just saw here, where he's just capturing things with your Pokeball, I mean, it's clearly a Pokemon-related kind of thing. So the question becomes whether Nintendo is in on this or whether Nintendo is going to do something about this. But I think Nintendo needs to like cool its own heels and basically say, you know what, just give us a little piece of the piece of the action if this thing goes anywhere. Secondly, one of my biggest problems I have with this kind of games, especially when it comes to multiplayer, is that there's always a possibility that it's going to be riddled with transactions. Many games nowadays are no longer like full games and so on and so forth. So there's going to be a lot of transaction going on, which is actually going to really kill the game, in my personal opinion. And as long as you have those online transactions, basically a lot of people are not going to really enjoy this. I mean, sure, I mean, when the game starts, a lot of people are going to be invested in it, you know, to get things going, and depending on the player base, if there's a lot of people participating in it, maybe in the event or participating in a player versus player kind of situation, or players trying to steal other people's own Pokeballs. Yeah, I mean, depends, but I think a lot of people are in on this, man. I've spoken to a couple of people regarding this Palworld, and they're like, you know what, I can't wait to jump into this game and see what the game is about, you know. So from what we are actually thinking, a lot of people are actually thinking, a lot of people feel that this is going to be close to maybe a feeling of Pokemon PvP and all that whole stuff. A little bit more on the distance, a little bit more on the first shooter, or I mean third shooter kind of game, you know, whereby you are also controlling your pal, or maybe your pal has a different kind of AI, or you can have an AI controlling your pals, and then you're also playing it on your own side, doing all kinds of things. Because I'm seeing certain kind of pals whereby there's a group of them, so I don't know whether there's going to be a different kind of AI that controls them, or whether it's just going to be you that are going to do all the controlling, which in my personal opinion is going to be a whole lot of work if it's just only you that is going to be doing most of the controlling. But anyway, I would like to hear you guys take on this situation, because from what I'm seeing, this is going to be a really, really big world. A lot of people are going to be part of this world. A lot of people are going to be trying to build things in this world. Um, so hopefully, once early access opens up, we can actually know what's up with the game. No one has actually said anything about how much the game is going to cost, or whether it's going to be for free or what it is. But I can tell you one thing: this game is going to be riddled with uh, online transactions, man. Because there's no way they're going to push everything out and just make it for free, a full game, and then you go from there. I think there's going to be a lot of transactions, Secondly, making this game early access is one of the biggest problems I have also. Uh, I've seen so many games that have gone into early access and never came to the end of it. They never fully released the game. Um, this game might not even be one of them, one of the games that actually makes it to the end. However, they're teasing all these things about early access and so on and so forth. So, there's always a possibility that early access in itself this game might just stay in early access for a very long time and never come out to full release. And people are going to be pissed off that they spend a lot of money or they spend a lot of time in early access and nothing comes of it. But there are too many cutie, cuddly creatures in this game, in my personal opinion, for the game not to come out. And from the trailers, I can see. I think that they have actually designed a lot. But right now, I think they're just maybe trying to do a lot of maybe bug testing or debugging or whatever it is that they want to do, to make sure that the game has all the bells and whistles before it gets released. Yeah, so I think, from my own personal opinion, they have a treasure here depending on how they play the game. How they play the release and move forward from this so-called early access. This basically is going to define whether it goes to full term or whatever it is to be released to the public. But I can say one thing, guys: this game has great potential. I want to be part of this. I want to play the game too, but I'm just one man. I'm just one man, so I'm just going to be. Maybe I'll just show up one or two times, or in 1 or 2 times in a week to play the game and see what's up with it and see whether it's something to continue. For the people who are actually following me on this channel, I don't intend to cover these games. One of the biggest reasons is that I don't usually try to cover games like this on this channel. One of the biggest reasons is because I like strategy games, turn-based games. These are the things that I deal with mostly. But recently I started playing, what do you call this thing again? Sherlock Holmes: The Awakening, and I intend to finish it on this channel. It's something that I think that it's a nice game, so maybe some other time. But however, this Palworld is looking great, guys. So I just want to bring this to your attention so that make sure that you guys basically have a full hand on this. Hopefully it becomes the next best thing that everybody talks about. But you know how it is with this new age nowadays. Today we're talking about this game, and then tomorrow we just forget about it. As quickly as it came, it will be forgotten. Just like many other franchises out there. So anyway, guys, it's just my own 2 cents on this matter. But I do believe that this game has so much potential, and I think that we should keep an eye on this game, depending on how it swings. Alright, that's me, Gaming Odyssey. I'm done, and I'm signing out. I'll see you guys on the next one.